Hey guys, this is our Draft Day Suit Roundtable for Week 8 of the NFL. I'm here today with Mike and Kim and Kendra. Say hi.
Hey guys.
Hey everybody.
Hello,
Sarah,
everyone.
you're looking exceptionally windblown.
Yeah, I've been relegated to outside today, so bear with me.
There's a big fan there and some fashion photographer and, you know.
That's much more glamorous than guys are sanding in my hall. So,
You know, I've been in your backyard, so I can say that this is what I'm picturing. Hey, let's talk some football.
Yes.
Right off the bat, Steelers at the Giants. We're hoping the Steelers get to the Giants. Contrary to NFL policy, the Steelers are flying in Sunday morning for their afternoon game. NFL says you have to get there the day before, but due to the extraordinary circumstances in the New York, New Jersey area, and the lack of electricity at hotel rooms and such, the Steelers have elected to alter their schedule a bit and fly in the morning. Kendra, what do you think about this one?
It's tough. The East Coast has been in a really crappy situation this week. I still think the Giants are going to pull it out. I think they're going to want to win one for the home team, so to speak. And they've really been on a roll these last few weeks, and I just don't think that's going to change. I think Eli's going to take it.
Okay, Kendra. How about you, Mike?
The Steelers have had a really rough time on the road. I think the win in Cincinnati is their only road win of the season. You add that with the unusual travel circumstances, maybe it takes the team out of their game day routine a little bit. And as Kendra said, the Giants have looked like one of the better 2 or 3 teams in the league. I think this is a win for the Giants.
Okay, Sarah, you gonna make it 3 for the Giants?
Yeah, I agree with everything both of them said, and I think unless the Steelers can like mesmerize them with their bee outfits, I don't see any way. I don't see it. I don't see Pittsburgh, especially flying in that morning. They're still beat up. I think the Giants will win this one, for the Sandy crowd.
Okay, well that's 3 for the Giants, and because nothing should ever be unanimous, I'm gonna go with the Steelers on this one. Yes, they've been a crappy fourth quarter team in the last few years, and the Giants and Eli have been a pretty spectacular fourth quarter team. And I will agree the sentimental favorite is going to be the Giants, but I think sleeping in their own beds Saturday night. I don't know. They're not sleeping at a Holiday Inn Express, but I don't know. They throw me out of Pittsburgh if I say anybody else is going to win. Mike, you're a Browns fan. They let you stay.
They've tried to throw me out.
Yeah. So yeah, I got to say Steelers. So that's 3 for the Giants, 1 for the Steelers. Cowboys and Falcons. This one may be a little more interesting. What do you think about that, Mike?
It's possible, and I still can't get a handle on what kind of quarterback Tony Romo is going to be this season. He's had some good weeks. Last week, 4 picks, and not helped by getting sacked 4 times as they go into Atlanta to play the Falcons, who are probably the best team in the league. This is going to be a rough day for the boys. Atlanta is going to win this one and win it pretty easily.
I think I might go with you there. Sarah, how about you?
I totally agree. And even though Romo, the first half of last week, he looked awful. I was trying to figure out who the backup quarterback was because, trying to pick him up in my fantasy leagues. But then he launched this crazy comeback. You just never know what to expect with that guy. That being said, Atlanta is so good this year. Matty Ice is on fire. Their receivers are all good. Their defense is good. I think Atlanta will be 8-0 after this week.
You still don't think they're going to run the table, though?
I don't.
You said that last week.
I don't think they're going to run the table.
Okay, Kendra.
Go far, but.
Kendra, what do you think?
There's just not much to say. Falcons take this. Cowboys have looked like crap, so they look about how I feel right now. So.
Yeah, I hate Jerry Jones. The only thing better than a Steinbrenner losing is Jerry Jones lose. So
I
got to go with the Falcons. I think Mike hit the nail on the head last week when you referred to their head coach as having a particular disease.
The Dave Wannstedt's disease, yes.
Dave Wannstedt's disease, yes.
You need to start a foundation for that or something.
Right. Great coordinator. really, a few levels above his pay grade on being a head coach. So, yeah, I'm starting to think, Sarah, though, that the Falcons could run the table.
You think? I don't
Every
know.
week we say they're not going to run the table.
It's not very Atlanta-like.
Eventually we're going to get to week 12. So maybe I should look at their schedule the rest of the way out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, Eagles and Saints. Hate them both. What say you, Sarah?
I don't know how the Eagles have won 3 games. They're not good, and Vic still keeps turning over the ball and still keeps fumbling, and he's all over the place. And then they fired that defensive coordinator, and I mean the Saints are 2-5, but they shouldn't be. And I don't see the Eagles winning this one. The Saints are going to win this.
Okay, Kendra, do you agree?
I do. Vic just looks terrible. They can't get it together any way, shape, or form. But I don't agree that the Saints are better than their record. I think the Saints win because they're at home.
That sounds reasonable to me. Mike?
I'm going to pick Philadelphia. I think there's going to be a certain desperation with the Eagles, and particularly with Mr. Vick, who's got to be feeling close to losing his starting job. They're playing against just the worst, maybe the worst defense in the league. They're giving up almost 500 yards a game. New Orleans is. Andy Reid can call a smart game. Maybe not put quite so much pressure on his quarterback to make the plays. I think Philadelphia could come away with this one.
Interesting. Very interesting, Mike. I'm gonna go with the Saints. They're at home. Hiring the defensive coordinator wasn't the problem. They're Eagles. They're on something in Philadelphia. They are, and
without question.
Yeah. Well, I mean, somebody put something in their cheesesteaks, and it's just it's ugly. It's not even fun to watch.
I didn't say I was going to watch.
Excellent point. Okay, let's move on to our last game. Vikings and the Seahawks. Kendra, you can lead us off here.
You had to start with me.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'll give Blaine this one. I'll take his Seahawks over the Vikings, who, what are they doing this year? I mean, I know that they've won a couple and whatever, but I don't think that they can do it over the Seahawks being at home. So I'm taking all 4 home teams this week. I don't usually do that, but I'll give it to the Seahawks.
You look like you're staying home. So
yeah,
go for the home team. Mike, your thoughts?
A couple of things. A kind of middle of the road Minnesota defense versus a Seattle or middle of the road Minnesota offense versus a defense in Seattle that's only given up. I think they're third in the league in points allowed. So that's a solid unit, and Minnesota's going to have a hard time moving the ball. The other thing is, I am a fan of Russell Wilson. I have been since I watched him play in Wisconsin last year. And he has easily been the most impressive rookie quarterback that I've seen in the league in a while. Not always great. I think he's got one more pick.
Really?
Better than RG3?
As his quarterback?
RG3?
Yes. Yes.
Look out, my neighbors are going to hear you.
I see a pretty easy win for Seattle here.
Okay, Sarah, you gotta come back with something here.
I wish I could disagree, but I don't. The Vikings. they're 5-3, but they're not that great. They're good. They're passable. The Seahawks defense is awesome, and the Seahawks had. I mean, we all know they've had a couple really close games, but I think they keep getting better this year. And at home, I agree. I think these Seahawks are going to win this one.
Yeah, I'm going to make it 4 for the Seahawks, and Blaine, I'm sure, is with us in spirit.
Sure.
So 5 for the Seahawks.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm going to try and watch this one if I can. I haven't seen the Seahawks. I've seen highlights, but that's it. I kind of want to see this defense in action. Anything else anyone wants to share this week?
Well, one other thing, Kim.
Yes?
Ed Hochuli has the weekend off.
Again?
Again.
Hey.
God, he
I
must
wanna
have
know-
done well in this renegotiation.
I want to know how I get one of these jobs.
Seriously, I just heard on the radio this morning that even Goodell is saying they're going to have full-time refs soon.
Really?
That
would kind of
put in your name?
No, that would shut Ed out because he's not going to give up his law practice.
I'm gonna ask you guys for references. I'm
Okay. All right, bye guys.
Bye,
See
Sarah.
y'all later.
All right, so next week should I pick games that we're not going to agree on? Like the Bills and the fucking Chiefs? Yeah, I don't know. Who cares?